This is the plaintiff, Quentin Thomas. He says the defendant, his girlfriend, for about 6 months, got mad at him one day and took it out on his car. That's right, she kicked his car with a big wooden-heeled boot, denting it something awful. He handled things the right way by calling the cops and filed this lawsuit for the $1,170.41 he's owed. This is the defendant, Shekinah Buchanan. She says she knows nothing about the damage to the plaintiff's car, and she thinks he's just plain crazy. The guy really dislikes her and is trying to get back at her by dragging her into court with this insane lawsuit. Owe him money? No way. She's accused of roundhousing a car. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $1,000 for defamation of character.
Quentin Thomas?
Yes.
You are suing your former girlfriend, Shekinah Buchanan, for $1,170.41. The cost to repair a car that you say she intentionally damaged. You are counterclaiming against him $1,000 for defamation of character because he's saying you damaged his car. Tell me what's going on.
Yes. Me and her used to mess around for a couple of months, and she wasn't my girlfriend.
Okay.
So it was just like maybe we just talking on maybe getting that level, but
okay.
I guess things got a little out of hand, and she started like calling me so much, trying to show up, knocking on my door, because where I live, it's a house, but it's like broken up. I got my own apartment, so she'll come around the back, bang on the door, knock on my window.
That is not true.
Hold on. Go ahead.
And it was a couple of times that it just got too crazy, so I called the cops one time. She brought somebody to my house the first time, and I don't know what's going on.
To do what?
To, I guess, try to fight me, beat me up. Some big dude. I was in my house. And so I called the cops that time. So the cops came, picked her up. I guess they took her away for a day or two or something like that. She got out. They sent me a restraining order or whatever like that. For the restraining order ends on, I think, 2014 or something like that. Or
so there's a restraining order in effect to keep her away from you?
Yes.
Okay.
So, so I'm guessing, everything was laying low for a little while. Then my friend started talking to her cousin, and I think her cousin just came up here from Houston or whatever. And so her cousin came over one day, and my friend was here. He came in the house or whatever.
Friend started dating her cousin?
Well, not dating, just
messing around again.
Yeah. So
underage.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
My cousin is 16.
Did you know that?
Yes, I knew about it.
Why didn't you stop your cousin?
I tried to tell her our family got involved in everything.
Well, I don't know anything about that.
Yeah,
that's whatever he do and her do. That's their thing.
Well, but, not if it's at your house.
Yeah,
frankly,
it didn't have a small part.
In any event, your friend starts doing something with her cousin.
Yeah, so they started messing around. They were talking for a little minute, whatever, messing around. And so they she came over, her cousin came over, whatever, to my friend. So they was just they're chilling, whatever, doing what they do. So I guess she felt lonely or whatever because her cousin was over there and she wasn't there. So she wanted to come over and just I guess she thought everything was cool because everything was laid down for a little minute. So she came over, knocked on the door. Oh, what are you doing? I told her you can't be here. Things is not cool like that. We're not on that friendship level. So I slammed the door. First day came on my mind. So she just started banging like Congo, like she's like a monkey or something. So I'm like, what are you doing? I said, you about to wake my neighbors up. I live with a few Africans. They come by, they look at me like I'm crazy. So while I close the door again, I'm like, she just keeps on banging, screaming her name, all that. I'm like, oh man, things starting to get out of control.
What is she screaming?
Screaming my name. Just go ahead, open the door. I'm like, oh man, you're going crazy now. That's it. I told everybody had to leave. Everybody got to leave. That's when I squashed the whole problem. Everybody leaving. So you know what I'm saying. So while everybody's leaving, we all walking out. It's her, my friend, her cousin, and then me in the back. So everybody's gonna turn. She goes straight and just kicks the car with a big wooden boot.
A big wooden boot?
Front.
You mean the heel was wooden?
I don't know. Yeah, the bottom. I don't know where she got it from, Ireland or something, but it's a hard boot. And so she gave it a hard horse kick. A horse kick is powerful if you ever got kicked by a horse. So when she kicked it, she kicked it and walked off like Credible Hulk. So I'm like, all right, now it's just going crazy. Now I'm like, all right, now things really got under control. So I had to call the cops, whatever like that. So while I'm waiting for the cops to come, she brings somebody else over, try to fight me, bring knives or whatever like that. I don't know what they had in their hands or whatever.
God.
They trying to come close. I'm like, don't come closer, whatever like that. So I'm like, okay. Then that's when the cops came. I guess they walked off. Cops came, went around the corner, picked her up, and did what they got to do. The process.
What was she doing around the corner?
That her mother lives around the corner. She lives like maybe up the block, maybe up like 3 blocks up. She went to her mother's house. They picked her up.
Were there any witnesses when she kicked your car?
It was my cousin. I mean, not my cousin, my friend, and her cousin. But
where's your friend?
He's right now. He's doing a business trip in Houston.
And where's your cousin?
She had to go back down south.
But
so go on. You call the police, and what happened?
They came. They picked her up because basically she broke the restraining order. Came in 100 feet or whatever feet it is. So they picked her up, and I just, I got it in the police report that she did it, and she kicked my car.
Let me see the police report. What happened?
Your Honor, he's lying. He should write fairy tales. I was with my cousin the whole day that day. I have a text message from her stating that, and I went to my friend's house who lives across the street from him, and I was there. When I was walking back to my mother's house to go check on my laundry, the cops came up to me. They said, do I know Quentin Thomas? I said, yes. And they said, well, he's claiming that you did damage to his car. And they said that it was damage done to his car, so they was trying to arrest me. Well, they did arrest me.
Okay,
and
back it up, my friend. Back it up. When did you first meet Quentin Thomas?
I met him back in 2009, I believe.
And when did you first start dating or messing around or whatever you want to call it?
In 2009.
Okay, and how long did that last?
For about 1.5 years.
And then what happened?
And then,
were you his girlfriend or didn't quite?
We was just talking, like he said, I guess, trying to build it up to be in a relationship seriously.
Which of the two of you was trying to build it up to be in a relationship seriously? And which of the two of you was just messing around?
Yeah, Quentin was just messing around. He is like, I think he thinks he's a player or something like that. He has multiple women at his house all the time. And yeah, but we were trying to build a relationship. It didn't work out. So at least in my head, I thought.
How did you stop? How did you take that when it didn't work out?
I mean, I took it pretty bad, but I didn't, damage his car or anything. It wasn't that serious.
Well, what caused there to be a restraining order to begin with? He
because
said
I had
stalking him.
My friend, like I said, she lives across the street from him. She calls me and she tells me all the time, Quentin has multiple women coming in and out of his house.
Okay, whoever that is, I don't know how long you've known her, but trust me, that is not your friend.
Okay.
A person who's calling you to make you crazy because it gives them kicks to gossip, that person is not your friend. Go on.
But yeah, she called me and she told me different times that Quentin had numerous women coming in and out of his house. I asked him about it, he denied it. And then one day she called me like it's...
Oh, this is while you two were, quote, messing around?
Right.
But you knew it wasn't exclusive, right?
Well, he was saying that he was faithful to me and he used to tell me.
He was telling you he was faithful.
Yes, he was telling me that.
So then it wasn't messing around. He was your boyfriend. Oh.
Well, I don't know if he's trying to show off right now, but yes, I thought he was. He acted like he was. He always told me, that he was never messing with women when I asked him about it, or,
Would he take you out?
Yeah, we went out a couple of times.
A couple of times?
Yes.
In a year and a half?
A couple of times, yes.
In a year and a half, a couple of times?
Nowhere major or anything like that, but we,
and nowhere major.
Yeah, it was nowhere major.
I don't think you were getting the drift of what I was saying, if you added that.
It was nowhere major.
You only went out a couple of times in a year and a half, and you went nowhere major. Mm-hmm. But you were giving this man your whole soul.
I was.
Yeah. Does that seem like a good idea in retrospect?
No, but I can't help my emotions, Your Honor. I got, Quentin has a good person.
But you have to, because you have one life to live, and you're going. And it sounds to me like you were living it, having somebody. I can't even say that he walked over you. I don't know what you had in your head, right? I'm not quite sure why you fantasized to think that this was something more than what it was, but you wasted a long time.
Because Quentin made me believe that. He made me believe that. He really did.
He made you believe that.
He did.
Well, what part of "don't come near me" in the restraining order made you think he still wanted you to come near him?
I never went to his house the night that he's talking about, though.
So how did this whole thing happen? Just out of the blue, months after a restraining order's in place, he decides to just pick on you?
I believe so. He saw me. He probably seen me in the neighborhood at my friend's house because she does live in eye distance from him. I believe he saw damage to his car, which I believe any one of his women could have done, or anybody, period. And up until recently, after this whole thing happened, his car was broken into, I heard from my cousin, who used to mess with his friend. I didn't do anything. I believe Quentin saw me in the neighborhood around my friend's house, and he just thought that I was the one that put damage done to his car. I wouldn't do that. Like, it's not serious.
When the police came, did they talk to you?
Yeah, they asked me did I know him, and they said that it was damage done to his car. And
did they ask you whether you went to his apartment?
They did ask me that.
And what'd you tell them?
I told them no, I was just coming from my friend Jessica's house. I said they could call.
Did you bang on his door?
No, I did not, Judge. I did not bang on his door.
Did you try to go ahead and go in there when your cousin was there?
No, he has a restraining order against me. I'm not that crazy. It's not
Yes,
that
I know.
serious. I moved on from him after that. No, I never went to his house and banged on his door. He's a liar. Right, fairy tales.
So can the judge consider the fact that she was arrested for violating a restraining order in deciding whether she did it or not?
Yeah, definitely. But I don't know.
Okay, well, I mean, there are no witnesses to this thing, so can the judge consider it?
I don't think so.
Why?
They're two different cases. You can't bring history back into it.
But does it show some kind of motivation?
No, it doesn't.
So you wouldn't allow it?
No.
Fair enough. Going inside the courtroom.
You got arrested for violating the restraining order?
Yes.
What else did you get arrested for?
Well, for that and the accusations, I guess, that he made saying that I damaged his car.
It says here that she punched you in the mouth.
Yeah, he's going all over
Yeah.
lying to everybody.
Was that the same day?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Quentin, please just stop it, because I did
Tell me
not
about
put my
that.
hands on
When
you.
we was walking out, she just felt, why can't she be, she tried to talk to me. I just wanted to get her away from me. And while I'm pushing her away, she just punched me. So I'm like, okay. So, I didn't I didn't really care for her. Like, okay, just get away from me. She already hurt my car, now she's trying to hurt for me. So that's why.
It says here, according to the police, that another witness said they saw you kick the car. That's what the police report says.
He's lying.
Who's
That's-
the witness? Your cousin?
That was-
your
yeah,
friend, I mean?
Yeah, my friend, Elijah Cardi, yes.
Yeah.
The one
He's
that was
right now-
messing with the 16-year-old, right?
I don't have nothing to do with that. He's down in Houston right now.
Of
He
course
works
he's
for
gonna lie
Cablevision.
for you. Yeah, he's lying. He did not see me kick anything.
I've known Shakina for 12 years. This guy has been her only trouble.
He has been, Your Honor. I never got arrested or anything before
So
this.
So why can't you just let go?
I'm done with him. I don't want him.
She keeps popping up. I mean,
I do not want you, Quentin. Please stop it. And stop with your lies, because you're saying you're lying. It's terrible.
I understand.
Why would the friend say, yeah, this just happened?
I don't know, Your Honor.
Because you know the friend did say that to the police.
He was, yeah, I'm
Same.
the
So
police
why?
told
So
me
wait,
that.
hold on, because now you got to get me to buy that this is all just completely made up because his car was damaged and because you were in the area. You didn't damage his car. You didn't knock on his door. You didn't kick the car. You didn't anything.
No.
But we know from the police report that his friend is stepping up and saying, yeah, she was there. She was knocking on the door. She was trying to get in, and she kicked that car. Why would his friend
I
do
just
that
believe
too?
that his friend is saying that because one time his friend was living with him for reasons I don't know. Maybe he didn't have a place to stay. So, of course, I just feel like his friend is going to lie and have his back. That's basically all. Because I didn't knock on Quentin's door. I did not.
So he went up to his friend and said, you got to back me up and pretend that this whole event happened at my apartment and that you saw her kick my car. And the friend goes, sure, I'll do that.
The day that we're talking about here, his friend was at his apartment because my cousin went off momentarily to go see him on the corner of the block we were standing on. So his cousin was there. But yeah, I believe that he went to his cousin and he said, let's go along with the story. Let's blame it on Shaquina. I believe that he said that because he's sitting here lying.
You know what
right
I
now.
believe? I believe Shaquina tried to get back in there, and Shaquina couldn't, and Shaquina got angry, and Shaquina kicked the car. That's what I
didn't
believe.
judge.
I believe the same thing the police believe, and the same thing that I got to tell you, the court is probably going to end up believing, because you have a systematic pattern of being completely unable to just let go. And so here you've lived your life, according to your friend, I don't know if that's true, in a way where you're not making bad decisions, you've never gotten arrested, everything is great, everything is fine, until you go crazy over one man? Are you kidding me?
I mean, Judge, that's the truth. I never got in any trouble before Quentin.
I understand. So maybe it's time to just not have anything to do with Quentin.
Yeah, I know. It's been
Yeah,
like
I
that
know.
for a while.
But you're in a position where you already had to get a restraining order issued against you because you're having a hard time letting go of Quentin. And now you're in a position where you're arrested for violating the restraining order. It's pretty serious.
I
And there's a
understand that.
witness that's going to say, hey, Quentin's not making this up. This happened.
Quentin is making this up. He is
Okay,
lying.
it's not funny, is what I'm trying to tell you.
It definitely
You are now
isn't.
in a lot of trouble. It stopped being funny a while ago, all right? On your counterclaim against him for defamation, quite obviously zero, because there's nothing defaming about trying to get you to leave him alone.
All right, but Your Honor, that is not true. Quentin, I never punched him in the face. He's telling the cops I pulled knives out on him and all this other crazy nonsense. This is nonsense. It is not true. It is not true. You're trying to make it like I'm obsessed with this.
And let me make a suggestion to you. If, in fact, you have a cousin who's going to testify that the whole thing's made up, you best bring that cousin to court with you.
She
because
has
you're
to go
facing
back down south.
Yeah, well, whatever, okay? When you have your criminal case coming up, I strongly suggest that you bring that cousin with you. That's my advice to you. And I strongly suggest to you that you bring your traveling man,
Yes, sir.
whoever that
Yes,
friend
ma'am.
is of yours. All right? Based on what I have heard in front of me and the police report that I'm looking at, I'm finding in favor of the plaintiff in this case in the amount of $1,170.41. And on the counterclaim, 0.
Well, let's get some idea what the defendant thinks coming out of the courtroom here. A little bit of a smile on your face. What's going through your mind?
I can't believe this is happening. Quentin is a liar, but he got the judge to believe him. So
What can't you believe is happening?
I can't believe that he's putting me through this nonsense. I can't believe he sat up there and made up this story. He did concoct a story about me kicking his car, and I think he's money hungry, or he just.
You think he's doing this to you just for money or for some
I
other
just think
reason?
because he doesn't like me.
Oh, because he doesn't like you.
Yeah, we had bad blood in
Are
the
you sure
in
you're
the
done with
past.
him?
Yeah, I'm through with him. Please, he's not even that serious. Look at him. He's not even that good looking.
I don't know. I'm not the one who dated him. You are.
Nah, he's
All right.
not.
Head right down there, okay? Okay, what do you think about that?
Like I said, I'm not money hungry. I'm just going by fact of what she did, and I just got proof of more of what she did. And I mean, we could, like I said, we could be friends after the restraining
She
order.
says she has no feelings for you and this and that, and what do you think of that?
Well,
Is that
hey,
true?
I mean, sometimes it's like that. So
What, you think you've seen the end of her for sure?
I hope so.
You think so?
Well, I'm hoping. I mean, I don't know. She lived close, so who knows?
All right, Harvey?
Okay, the bottom line, when you act nuts, it kind of narrows the circle of who could be the culprit. And if you do something like this, if you really do act crazy, it could really, really hurt you. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.